Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Block 80! I
don't even know why this team showed up.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Roethlisberger. He's got White here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Snickers, 66. Black,
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
X3, 218, chop.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
56.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Check 26, check 26. Great, great, great.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Great, great. Let's go.
Play 56.
On 2nd and 12, Newton flush to his right. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing again is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a carry for White. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Breida. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Big Ben with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Snickers! Snickers! Relax, 1 second.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go. Check three.
Newton throwing again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. That'll be complete to Breida.
Complete to Matt Breida. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 27, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run on first down. It's White. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On third down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Here's Breida. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Cobb to return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That's complete to White.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Gun.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that
Check.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They go counter with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Vikings! Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Let's get this.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Minnesota, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the